And looks like YouTube is live. That's good. Make sure that I can actually see it. Good. Okay. So, good times. I was actually thinking about it yesterday some. I might actually use this torso and melt-a-gun for this piece over here. Just have it like cresting over the hill a little bit. Because this has the kind of blemishes that I put on it with the goo the other day. But we'll get to that point when we get to that point. And this cured nicely, which is wonderful. And Rue is just being her good little self and staying nice and calm and stretched out. Although I think I will give her a little treat. Just because, hey, I have some low-calorie treats that'll give her something to do for a little bit. Though, she usually gnaws through these pretty dang fast. Good girl. Yeah, she's a happy girl when she gets her treats. Now, admittedly, she's probably going to gnaw through that treat in like 30 seconds. So, oh well. Yeah, so I'd just gotten the legs done last time. Then I decided I wanted to use the other headpiece for this. So that's these two here. Yeah. Got this just a little tight. There we go. It was just tight enough that I needed my other hand to actually hold it still. There we go. Up. You want up here, Rue? I'll move my foot out of the way. Okay. There we go. I like that head. Okay, so now 31, 32, so that's these two. Hey, Rue, what's up? Got this cute little pup just sitting here beside me, looking at me like, hey, where's the rest of the treats? And hey, why aren't you paying attention to me? As she 100% believes that she is the center of the world. Not the universe, just the world. I don't think that she has much grasp on a universe, let alone let alone the world, but still. Yep. Go ahead. You can jump up. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Good girl. You can do it. I keep bumping the camera vise. Accidentally move this just a smidge. Yeah, that looks pretty good for the most part. Get back into a position where I'm actually doing some hand. Okay, good. Good. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't in the way of the camera anymore or anything else. Let's see here. So this goes together like that. Yeah. Very good. So now we have these two pieces here. I think I need almost just a little more light in here. What if I do this? That's just outside of the view, and I think that's good. Meh. Doesn't really seem to do much. go. Next we have this piece, right? 35? Yeah. Just a little dab of glue, and this goes in. Helps if I put it in the right way. Otherwise, the poor custodian's head would be upside down, and I don't think that that would be an approved installation method for a custodian's head. Their heads might be a little bit up their own ass, but they are still supposed to be, like, fairly revered. Actually going to try and get some painting today on some models that I have previously primed and was just being extremely lazy about getting to painting. So these dreaded Nougats are not going to get painted yet, but I think it's supposed to be drying up over the next day or two, so hopefully I can get them primed this weekend. As I would love to get these guys actually ready for some tabletop play, you know? Bring my full force of custodies to bear. In order for them to be brought to bear, they kind of need to get, well, A, assembled, and B, painted. So, that's at least what I'm trying to get done. Go. So this is actually where the ultra thin stuff comes in really handy, because there's a tiny, tiny gap right where these two pieces meet. So if I just take this, I can just touch it right to there. And that just kind of seeps in. And we can get this nice and fused right in that little gap. And just like that, the gap is gone. Nice. Now we have 41, which is this piece. Yep. There we go. And this goes on just like that. A little bit far back. There we go. Very good. Now we want to grab the fancy chest piece. This one. The one that looks most custody. Even though I think this is actually an Imperial Fists base model. But still. I think the Aquila on the chest piece is a good touch for it. Next, we've got the back piece, or the exhaust, or whatever we want to call it. It's exhaust, so that works. Ready? Good. Everything still fits together just right. You know, I think I will go ahead and put another one of these ribbon things on the front chest piece here, because I really like how that looks. This one I think will get the shields. There it is. It's like I know it's on the sheet. I will be using this sheet here in a minute, actually, so might as well keep that over here. So I think I'm going to be using this one. Just want the smallest dab of cement on this. There we go. It's that. And once again, a tiny dab. Bring this up just a smidge. There we go. It's just about even with the other piece. Nice. Okay. So now it's probably going to be onto the arms, yes? Yep. I think I'm actually going to put one of these chain blades on it just for shits and giggles. Looks like I actually need this one. Yeah. 24. Yep. Then we have 25, 26, 27, 28. $25. 26. Yeah. 27. 28. $28 looks to be the thumb. Why did I grab these? It's like the tiniest little fragments of plastic I need to take off. I grab my giant snips. Like, no, we don't really need that. This one has some gnarlier little pieces, so I'll snip them. Who's trying to message me? Ah, that's just Credit Karma. Huh, package arrived as well. I'll need to go grab that here in just a sec. Of course, as soon as I go open that door, Rue is going to start freaking out because, oh no, I'm getting up, I'm moving around. That means I have to be going somewhere, right? Poor crazy little dog. Love her to death. But she does get a little enthusiastic at times. Go. That hand is put together. Now we've got 5 and 6, 2 of those. I wonder what piece 10 goes to. Ah, it's an optional thing. Or not even optional, it's just the back of the elbows. I haven't gotten that on any of them because I haven't put them all together that far. Ah, hello. I'm doing well. And yourself? Welcome in as well. Those two. I've got the 6s. Putting together some custodian dreadnoughts. And here in a little bit, probably going to start painting up some custodian guards and some other models that I have primed. At least that's the plan. also just enjoying kind of a nice chill Friday. Yeah. And now the shoulder plates. Hopefully this time I don't accidentally put one of the plates on the wrong sides. Although it did give kind of a cool effect, so definitely going to be trying to lean into that when I start painting that side. The cement kind of melts the plastic just a little bit, so it got this kind of gnarly textured effect going, so might end up painting that section of the armor kind of a scorched green black over the gold or something. So that's kind of the idea I've got rolling in my head for that piece. Ultra clean models look nice, but at the same time, I also like having stuff that looks like, you know, it could have been like mid-battle when you're looking at the model rather than like about to get dropped into a combat zone or something. Only the Tau could have things stay perfectly clean mid-fight, because they'd probably have little drones following their mechs into combat to polish the armor as it gets shot. That'll be a fun army to paint, though. I have so many models to paint in my backlog, it's not even funny. But just gotta actually do it. Gotta get things assembled, gotta get things painted. Then actually need to make time to actually play. I have a buddy that wants to play, so that's good. And if I actually get this stuff painted up to a nice level and get confident enough in running my armies, I might actually try and enter the Nova Open next year. That could be fun. Although, I was there this year to just watch some stuff, and the game floor where they had the tournament going for 40k was... like, I feel like I would need more anti-anxiety meds or something to even exist in that realm. As that, there are so many people, so much noise. It was rough. Yeah. Little dab there. Come on. Get in and stay. I was just thinking, what I normally do while I'm assembling and painting is I actually tend to listen to audiobooks. But I'm fairly sure that I could not get away with listening to an audiobook on live streams and having that play. Like, I suppose I could listen to it on headphones or something and not hear the same music that I'm putting out to the stream, but last time I tried not having this music audible to me, the music died like midway through the stream, and I did not know about it until I went to end the stream and found, oh, it's just dead silence in my voice. And that's kind of boring. Like, I think I have a decent voice. It's not like melodious or anything like that. But nobody wants to be just in dead silence. Like, people have better things to do than listen to dead silence and someone who's not really talking that much unless there's like active engagement. And even if there is active engagement, it's still just like a voice with no background sound. Like, I don't think that really works too well. At least I don't think I would want to listen to that. So, you know, I always try and keep things to where, like, if I was going to tune in, I would at least have something in it that would catch my attention if there was nothing else going on. So the music's definitely a nice thing for me, at least. Just watch, I turn around and look at the stream. Okay, good. I do see desktop audio is getting captured. I was like, just imagine. I look back and it's like, oh yeah, it's not capturing the audio. I sound like a jackass. But no, not a jackass today. Maybe tomorrow. Let's see, the combi bolter is number 11. Here. Then the ammo box for it is right here. Okay, there we go. Back here. It's always fun working with tiny pieces of models. I have these great big sausage fingers. But it's always nice whenever I get things put together right. Yep, get back here. Fit right on there, and you stay. I said you stay. Much better. Even though it doesn't need it, I am putting the chain fist on here. That's 23 for the left hand. And these are the left hand fists, yes. I figure you can't actually use it, but I mean, come on, it looks cool. Like 2/3 of this game is just, does it look cool? Yes. Well, do it. Let's see here. So this is, from this angle, it goes on like so. Yeah. Actually fits right onto those two little bolts. Wonderful. Let's get this on. Oh, you go on there and you stay. It's like, it is a little pointless, but it is funny for me, if nothing else. And this just goes right here. Yep. Of course, I screwed down the glue all the way. I don't think the chain fist really would do much for a dreadnought, considering, you know, it's literally a tank that can punch you. I don't think it needs a cutting edge mixed with that. And I'm going to step away for just a second and grab a package that was delivered just right outside my front door, so it'll take like 10 seconds. But I'm wearing the microphone, so it's not like I'm exactly going away from it. There we go. Up. And just like that, I'm back. Suppose that is a benefit of having a small place. I'm doing the assault cannon, which is not on this sheet, it's on this sheet. Yeah. So that's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Just 30. Get back here. 26, 27, yep. Those two. Do wish Rue would be a little bit more predictable during the day, then I could actually get her on camera. But sadly, the little pup likes to roam around too much and hop between many different sleeping spots. So I can't keep her consistently on camera, and it'd be just a great big pain in the balls to try and constantly follow her around. Though she often shows up on my evening streams over on Twitch. She usually likes to sleep by the computer while I'm on it in the evenings. So she's at least somewhat predictable there. Somewhat. Quite often she'll jump up on one of the other beds around the house rather than just hang out with me. Okay. Get these. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Good stuff. Maybe not good for me, but good stuff. Yep, you go in like that. Put these together. Both shoulders are there. Now we need 25. Yep. Yeah, 25 is the one that's more out to the side. And this one connects to the cannon. Yeah, so this is going to be like so. Yeah. So if I have this thing stepping up like that, I prefer to have the weapon kind of kicked out to the side and pointing down. I have this pointed as far down as I can. And then for the shoulder, back here. There it is. For the shoulder, this can't go back too far, so I could have it back about that far. About like that, I suppose. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. I like how that goes. Ooh, if only I could give him two guns. Because it would be kind of awesome to have, like, dual assault cannons. But that's not exactly how that works. $29. Actually, no, this uses 7, sorry. Seven and 1. I think kind of straight down would be kind of cool. Yeah. Let's do that. Just the slightest kick forward. Apparently there's also like a little elbow piece that I can put back there. So that is on one of these sheets somewhere. The sheet. And it's this sheet. There. And the others will also need it, so I might as well snip off another 2 more of these for them. I feel like I saw it on this sheet before. It definitely didn't. Okay. Let's go through the other sheets to grab the pieces here in a moment. So this goes into here. Yeah, okay. Not sure that's coming out now that I got that slipped in, so I'll just put a little dab of glue there. And just push it all the way in. That didn't get enough. Hey, it came out good. Okay. There we go. That does look a bit more completed, having the actual little elbow joint covered. Got that. Now, can't use the Havoc launchers because, hey, those don't exist on the Custodes. Just the 30K variant. Let's find all those little elbow plates. Do want to snip off a pair of these little shields for the first dreadnought. There we go. Then there's one of the elbow plates. And then the last one should be right here. Sweet. So now, once I get these on, then these should be ready to set aside and prime as soon as it's no longer, like, super humid and muggy outside. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon or Sunday. It's just been muggy the past couple days. Muggy, raining, and storming. All those went on nice and easy. And then these little shieldy bits. Okay, so for that, let's see here. So this looks like they just kind of line up with the bolts about like so. Yeah, I can work with that. Make sure I got this cleaned because I definitely missed that. Just need a little bit on the back. And then this just touches down right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Clean off this one. It still has that little screw spot. Okay, that actually fits pretty well. Cool. So I've got the 3 dreadnoughts at least assembled-ish. They're all together and just need to be primed, painted, and then actually finished. But they are in a state that I feel is good enough to say I can move on to the next things. Cool. Now, let's see here. Throw this away real quick. Be right back. There we go. And now for this. I have some of my primed custodian guard ready for painting. Or at least ready for work, if nothing else. Yeah, that's clean enough. Let's move some stuff out of the way. That way I have room to work. Let me think here. I have another pair of dreadnoughts. I have my shield, or my blade champion. I think I'll start off with squad of guard with swords and shields, and one shield captain. So I'll set this tray off to the side. Grab my wet palette. I don't know how much I'm actually going to need the wet palette, but hey, it's nice to have in case I need it, you know. And what I want to do is I want to start out by doing a dry brushing of gray on these guys. So, let's see here. Want my greedy gold for them. This one's kind of a blue-gray, and that would work. Unless I have more paints over here. Maybe I have a gray in this. This is like a dark gray, a white, black, kind of a green, a blue. Definitely want some red. We're gonna need that for various bits on them. Okay. Take a dive, take a dive. Sadly got stuff kind of scattered right now and need to actually spend some time getting everything organized. Silver, definitely needed. None of those. Yeah, I think I'll just use the blue-gray. Because it's not a bad gray. Although, let's see how this gray looks once I get this shook up. It's almost black. Let's paint it onto one of these just to see how it looks. Where's that brush I used the other day? Brush. Is it behind me? I think it is. Ah, goodness. I really should be a little more organized, I know. Guess I kind of wasn't planning to start painting today. But we kind of just got to that point, you know? Kind of got to that point and was like, hey, well, we're here, so let's do it. Let me just grab one of these brushes. This won't work. It's almost a black gray. Like, as it thins and dries, it might be a bit grayer, but that's just too much. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. So, I think we will just use the Battleship Gray and a dry brush. Actually, I have not done this before, so looking forward to seeing how this works. I've seen this method online, and it seems like it's cool. So, we'll see how it works. Worst case, it's horrible and they suck. Okay. This just kind of lightens it up, gets it ready for some brighter colors to be put on, but still keeps that nice black for all the crevices, and details, and all that. I like. So many details on these guys. Okay, he's already lightened up compared to the others. Can I make this light any brighter? Will this help any? Nah, that's not really that good. Oh well. Maybe next month I'll pick up a ring light or something. Need more gray. I do see one small problem with this camera angle. As I paint, my brush is most assuredly getting in the way of the camera. I think when I start getting into some of the details, I should probably swap over to a top-down cam. Means I'll need to hook that one up, but hey, that's something I can do here in a little bit. Or it might be next stream when I get that around. I don't know. Right. Didn't get his weapon. kind of funny with everything I've got on my plate right now, and all the games that I've got to play right now. There's one game that I really am looking forward to playing, and it's not even really new. It's the Final Fantasy Tactics being released on Steam, the Ivalence Chronicles. Or Ivalent? Yeah, I think it's Ivalence. That one, like, that's a super nostalgic game for me. Played the crap out of that on PS1. Then played the crap out of it again on PSP. And now they've got it coming out to PC at the end of this month, and I'm just in there like, yeah, there's a lot of games that I want to play, but Final Fantasy Tactics, man, it's hard for me to say no to that. So, probably gonna be streaming that before too long. My budget's pretty much already been hit this month, so won't be able to do that until next month anyway. But I look forward to that one, 'cause that game looks good. I say it looks good. It is good, unless they completely redid it and butchered it somehow. Like, that is one of the best, like, Final Fantasy strategy games in my opinion. Like how this is looking so far. Yep. Okay, well, looks like he lost a leg plate. I've actually changed glues since I started this army because that kept happening. So hopefully this new stuff, this plastic cement, actually works out a lot better. I'm getting this cleaned off beforehand just to make sure that it's a good plastic to plastic bond. think you need to stay on the leg, not on my finger. On the leg, not my finger. Okay. Let's get this in place, and then I'm just going to let this sit for a bit. So I'll come back to this guy. If I can actually get this in place. I can feel his shield is also kind of wonky at the moment. Okay. But let's put just a little bit of this thin cement in it. Because this can get into that tiny, tiny gap in the shield and hand. And hopefully that'll keep that nice and adhered. Then we'll come back to this guy. I'll set him over to the side. Feel almost like this should be on the other side, looking down like this instead of looking down like this, because I'm holding my brush with my right hand, so the camera is always behind the brush, which makes some sense, but it also blocks some of the angle of the view. But hey, this is all good stuff for me to see, good stuff for me to feel out and see how I feel about how things look and take into consideration so I can make it better for the next stream. Okay, now I can start graying up this guy. Yes, my hand is entirely in the way at all times of the camera. Good to know, good to know. So yeah, I think I may want to get a ring light for the camera and move the camera over to my left shoulder instead of my right shoulder for the next stream. Good things to know. Easy fixes for next time. Till then, enjoy the view of my hand in the way of the model and the paintbrush in the way of the model. I will say I do love dreadnoughts. They are probably my favorite models in the Imperium. Dreadnoughts and Imperial Knights. Which I get my Knights Codex coming in here in the next couple days, so that's going to be cool. Look forward to running them again. It's been a while. I normally don't run my Imperial Knights just because they feel really unfair to play against. Granted, so do Custodes. Stand up. There we go. It's like custodians feel unfair just because the whole army is just impossible to wound without anti-armor. And they aren't going to miss hardly any shots on average, or statistically. Granted, statistics don't actually translate to facts, but still. Like, when you're talking, you have an 18% chance to miss, and a lot of these guys have the ability to reroll misses. It's like you're not likely to miss more than a handful of shots army-wide per turn. And watching these guys land all their hits with their extremely powerful weapons, turn after turn, I can see that being demoralizing, especially when you go to hit them, and when you hit, which most armies you're going to be hitting on 4s or so, you're going to need to roll like a 5 to wound them unless you've got anti-armor, and then they only need to roll a 2 to not take damage. Like, if they had more bodies, they would be downright broken. I say that, but at the same time also, because they don't have many bodies, they're not usually going to win too many games. They can't hold objectives, and they can't take the field very easy. Just like the knights. Okay, I like how that looks on that, actually. That gray covered really nice. And that piece bonded nice back. Okay. The shield is still a little loose, but that's nothing that I can't literally just pull off the shield and just glue it back on. Don't need much more here. Maybe one drop. This guy didn't get a very good base coat of black. I think I just got him from like one angle and didn't get the underside very well. Because he's still pretty naturally gray at some angles. But hey, at least it's mostly there. It doesn't have to be perfect. In lore, they're perfect. On my tabletop, they're not. Okay, now for the gold. I guess now technically for a drink, but still, gold. Good stuff. Go ahead and start on this big guy. I do love gold. Such a good color. I have to come back with the detail brush on the Aquillas. I'll probably use a lighter gold for the Aquillas. wonder if Forge World models are allowed at Nova Open. Because that's what this guy is. Well, both of these dreadnoughts that I have that are painted or primed, they're Forge Worlders. The Achilles and the Gladius. I'll do more looking into that as it gets closer to this time next year. So we've got a ways off. We've got a way to go before we get to that time. Now, this thing is starting to look more like a custodian. Much gold. Now, admittedly, some of this gold is definitely going to get painted over with other colors. But, for now, it's definitely going on nicely. Like, I think these fine lines on the leg plates and shoulder plates, I might paint those silver. Just so you have this nice contrasting, of course my head's in the way, you have this nice contrasting, like, silver etching on top of the gold armor. I think that would be kind of cool. It would fit kind of nice. Also, all these guys were done before I started doing any basing on my models. So they were all just standing on their standard black discs with nothing done to them, so gonna have to figure out something for that. You figure out if I want them like marching on mud or fighting on like cracked asphalt or something, or concrete or metal or something like that. Okay. This is looking pretty good for a base gold. Okay, this thing went from looking very plain and black to looking actually quite slick. Granted, I am a little biased in that I like my work. Okay, we got all this. Nice. Okay. Looks like that's a pretty good coating. I can now set this guy over here. Clean out this brush a little bit. And we can start on some of the regular guards. I mean, even at that level, that still looks pretty badass. Oh, goodness. Okay, gold. Get a little splurt of gold out there. I would be willing to bet that before I'm done with my custodies, I'm probably going to need a second bottle of this greedy gold. Because I've got a few custodies to paint. Might do a little bit of gold on the actual blade, but that'll be a different gold. I found the Turbo Dork Gold Rush is pretty good for making a very thin layer of gold that's like almost entirely invisible. Like you don't see the gold, you just see like golden sparkles that it kind of deposits. So maybe go with like a silver platinum blade and then have like golden sparkles kind of dotted about the blade. Okay, that looks so nice. Makes me kind of regret how this one turned out. Wonder how it'd look if I just put a little bit of this gold over his current gold. Doesn't do much, but it does make it a little bit more vibrant. Yeah, this guy, he was one of my earlier paints for the custodians, and I did this before, like, I painted him black and then just immediately painted the gold over the black. And it worked, but the problem is that he came out with this weird, like, almost muted gold color. Not a vibrant gold. Okay, that looks better. He looks more gold. I know why I did this, but I hate that I did this. Like, I'm so bad at painting skin. Usually I like to just, if they have an option for a helmet, leave the helmet on them. No. I had to make a couple of them have no helmets. And I get it. They do look, like, it looks cool. But still, just so much extra work. It looks like he's getting a little bit of a golden face job. Thankfully, it's very light and it should be easily covered up by any flesh tone paint. So I'm not super concerned there. In fact, with how tight the space is on this model, I think it's time to break out one of the finer brushes. Let's see here. There we go. Going with an army painter regiment brush. Much finer brush, much smaller, able to get into all these little crevices and places that that wider brush can't. Gets all those little spaces. Yeah. Well, there's still these little areas. Yep. Right there. Got to get the inside of that shoulder plate. Get back there. Much better. It's amazing how just a little bit of color makes these guys start popping so hard. Like, that went from being yep, this is just a kind of stale monocolor model to, yeah, this actually looks like something now. Since, well, we have one more coming up that's got another, well, hard places to get to. But I think we can go back to the wider brush for right now. Like, even once it's mostly run out of paint, like, you can still deposit so much pigment over that. Like, he's not done. He needs more gold. Yeah, I think I will add another bottle of this greedy gold to my cart on Amazon after I finish here, just to make sure that I don't run out. So I don't want another Emerald Nightmare situation coming up. Because I was using a paint from Turbo Dork for my Dark Angels called Emerald Nightmare. It's this beautiful kind of emerald green paint that's a nice, like, metallic green. And it had this, like, transitional property to it. So it's kind of semi-opaque. And it just worked really well if you primed them black and then put that right over the top of them. So it had this kind of like sparkling emerald metallic green. And it worked really well for them. I got about halfway through painting my Dark Angels with it. And then I found out they discontinued the paint right after I ran out. Well, I found out right after I'd run out that they had discontinued it a while back. So, you couldn't find it anymore. It really puts kind of a damper on your plans when the primary color that you're using is no longer produced. And like most of your army is in a color that you can't get anymore. So it kind of sets you up for a awkward situation. Good. I figure I've got about another half hour before I'm going to be wrapping up for the day. Little pup's going to need her walk before too long. And that's about usually when we go out for that walk. Yep. These guys won't be actually tabletop ready for a little while, but this is one step closer to actually having my Custodes playable. Or in a state where I would be comfortable playing them. Because I've played with them unpainted and just gray and black. But I feel like it's disrespectful to my opponent to not bring a painted army to the table. Like, if you're gonna play against someone who might be bringing a fully painted army, then you not having a fully painted army feels kind of like you're just taking a piss. We're almost there with this guy. Oh, almost to a... I think we're at a good point where I can shift over to using a detail brush on him. This guy's also going to need a detail brush. Or at least a finer brush. This wide brush is nice for just layering it on, but doesn't work quite well when you need to start getting into tight spaces and get like crevices and stuff that also get in areas where you don't want a lot of like overpaint or spillover or anything else. I feel his shield is a little loose. I think I will actually address that here in just a second. This one and this one's shield. Yeah, his shield is kind of loose too. Okay. Yeah, I'll take care of both of those shields here in just a sec. I'm literally just going to wrench them off. Wrench them off, glue them back on, and call it good. Good as gold. There we go. Hey, while I'm at it, I have a clean shot to his shoulder. Go, that gets the back of that clean. Now we need to get this wrist clean. Okay. And you lose your shield arm too. There we go. One sec. Let me see who's at my door. Hang on, Rue. Hang on. Thank you. You as well. Take care. It's okay, Rue. It's okay. This is a package for me. It's a package. I'll open that later. Okay. Yeah. No. No wolves. No. It's okay, pup. No. Calm down. It was just a delivery person, Rue. It's not like they're a home invader. I appreciate you trying to be a little sentry. And let me know that there's someone around. She's a cute pup, but she does sometimes get a little woofy. Yep. Shield, you need to stay where I put you. Okay, now we get this shield. I don't want it that kind of angle. Yeah, I like that. Stand you back up. And I'll go over this one a little bit while those guys finish coming together. Oh. Ah. Okay. I like how this is looking. These guys have gone from being just a gray and black tide to now actually looking a bit more like custodians. Who'da thunk it? Don't need a lot more gold, but I do need just a smidge more. There we go. That should be enough. If not, then I'm probably using too much. Looks like I will need just a smidge more. But almost done with the gold for these guys. I will still need the detail brush for a few spots on this guy and this guy. But it's very minimal. Nice. Okay. Done with the big brush for now. Hey, Rue. How you doing, pup? Yeah, you just need to hang tight for a few more minutes. I'm still painting. When I'm done, though, we'll be going out. Yes, Rue, I did say out, but not yet. Little Rue is a good, if not impatient, little pup. I say pup, I think she's around 5 years old now. Still a puppy. Honestly, even the day that she's a little old lady who's got gray fur and needs to be carried around everywhere, she's still gonna be a puppy. Will just be slightly more spoiled as a puppy. Ooh, that isn't fully set, or something. Okay, that's all the gold for now. Instead, we are going to hit it up with some silver. No, silver isn't the most defined color from gray, but it is a darn good color for a sword. Okay. Now for the big spear. I need just the smallest amount more silver, so I'm just going to literally take the brush and just pick it right off the dropper. See, that is looking sharp. I like how this looks. And it's about the time that I plan to stop streaming. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. So, I want to thank you all for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And if y'all catch me later streaming, that would be awesome too. Hope you have a good day. Take care.